Welcome to my full moon video. My name is Shakti Carola Navran and I live on Maui. So I do most of my work online, my forecast readings and my astrology readings. So if you hang in there till the end of the video, I would like you to get your free birth chart, because everything we're going to talk about in the forecast videos I'm presenting to you will be especially based on where this will happen in your chart. So for you to have your birth chart handy and to become more specific with the information will be definitely helpful. Welcome to my full moon in Leo video. Please remember that this information is not only relevant for the full moon and therefore for all of us and however it fits into our chart and activates planets we have there, but it's especially relevant for people who already have any planets in Leo. So we will be talking a lot about the archetype and what it means to have planets in Leo. So the full moon in Leo will be in January 23rd or 24th, depending on where you are on the planet, in which time zone. And we will be talking about today mainly about the Leo archetype and personality and what that all means. And then you have to translate it if you have certain planets in the sign of Leo. And then, after talking about all the Leo personality, I will come to very practical suggestions of how you can ride the Leo wave, as I call it, how you can take really advantage. So I'm going to give you 5 specific steps how to use the energy. And then also we will have Mercury retrograde ending very close to this full moon on January 25th at 15 degrees in Capricorn. So this is the first retrograde period of 2016 coming to an end. So we can expect things to flow a little easier, and after that second chance to revisit certain Capricorn qualities, we are moving forward. Remember, all forecasts are based on your main document, which is your birth chart. So yes, there are certain transits happening for all of us, like we all have a full moon happening. But then how we will be impacted by that really depends on how it plays out in your individual chart. That's why you really want to have that. A little bit about me. My name is Shakti Carola Navran, and I'm very passionate about astrology. So I want everybody to have their own birth chart and throw a love stone report on top of it when you sign up on my website. And I truly believe that you are born to thrive. So as an astrologer for almost 40 years now, I really, truly love astrology and know what it can do for you. And it is your astrological blueprint. And with that, it's your road to karmic healing and true transformation, and really take the high road of all the potentials you're bringing with you as a soul to this lifetime. So as an astrologer, I'm deeply committed to help you to understand yourself and integrate all these forecast readings I'm doing from that point. As I have discussed before, the moon in your chart really plays a very crucial role, because the moon describes your inner mood, your needs, your emotional filter. It symbolizes your heart, your soul, and also your driving need and what you need in order to feel safe. And ultimately, it's really the source of joy and happiness. So, for example, if your moon is in a fire sign and then you have the moon, the transiting full moon up there in the heavens in Leo, then it will be in a trine to your moon in a fire sign. And so then this moon will be very fortunate for you. It will bring in a lot of easy flowing opportunities for you. And that will be very different than if your moon is squaring the transiting moon. So this is where astrology gets very deep and very particular. So you always want to know, following the moon around, the waxing, the waning. So the high points are the new moon and the full moon. So you always want to know in which sign this is actually happening. So with a full moon in a sign, that sign and what it represents is really in the spotlight, but in our emotional way of perceiving it. That's kind of an emotional awareness which is developing. So this month it will be the sign of Leo. So we're going to discuss the Leo archetype, the personality, and what that really energy specifically is in our life. So the sign of Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun in Leo is the archetype of the king or the queen. So full moon is always opposing the sun. So when the full moon is in Leo, it is in the sign of the individual, self-empowerment, we could say generally. And then the sun opposing that moon, which makes it a full moon, is in the sign of Aquarius, the sign of humanity, of true individuality. So, of course, when we look at one sign, it can only be high-end and complemented if we meet in the middle with the opposing sign. So that's why the full moon is so special, because it really sheds light onto the emotional dimension of one sign being opposed by the sun and the consciousness, the conscious integration of life through the opposing sign. So here, full moon in Leo, sun in Aquarius. As you might know, Leo is the second sign of the fire signs. So Leo is a very passionate, masculine sign, and it's all about self-expression. It's all about certain grandiosity. That's the reason why we talk about Leo people as the born performer, the leader, the artist, or the aristocrat, the one who kind of is born into those circumstances of being a king or somebody in power. And as we all know, our sense of self, our ego, you could say, our self-identity, our self-image, which is symbolized by the sun in your chart, determines your beliefs and choices in life. So this is where we are identified usually. So for Leo, a lot of the learning happens through experience, that ability for free-flowing creativity. And it can be artistic creativity, but it can play out in many other ways as well. Part of the learning for Leo is that we're learning about life through the joy of being and the joy of being appreciated by others. So Leo is learning about finding that sense of quiet dignity and running with bold ideas and visions, and to find passion, some passion in their life. So from an evolutionary perspective, when you are coming in with planets in Leo, this is your lesson plan. This is what your soul wants you to integrate and live in this lifetime. So everything what I'm talking about with Leo personality is really something you're learning about. So here, one other aspect of Leo is that you are called to add your voice, your individual voice and self-expression and special gifts to the world. So this is what you have been signing up if you have any planets in Leo. Another really important perspective from an evolutionary point of view is if you have lots of Leo energies in your chart, you're learning about enjoying life. You're learning about having fun. And karmically, that means there has probably been a lot of trauma and wounding. So you come in this lifetime to really find out about who you are and what your gifts are and how to express them and how to feel good about yourself. And sometimes it's hard for us to even figure things out we love to do. So it might be a challenge to enjoy your life. So the whole range for Leo personality is the need to have appreciation, that experience of having done something good and other people reflect you back for that, and to have that attention and applause, standing on the stage in some ways. So it's really about success, you could say. And so there's that creativity you learn to express and to find that sense of self-confidence and quite dignity, quite sense of this is who I am and this is what I have to give to you. So if this is our subject, then of course the Leo personality, the shadow of it, is kind of huge. And we all have those experiences with people we think are totally egomaniacs and the prima donna of the tribe and people full of self-importance. And these are definitely low-end shadow aspects of Leo. And it makes us kind of smile or judge others easily, because it's so easy to see from the outside that there's a higher possibility how to go about it. And so if from the shadow dimension, we are so much after being in the spotlight, being admired and giving attention thoughts, then that could mean we're giving too much power to the opinion of ours. So the goal is to find that sense of dignity and self-value and self-esteem. So when we know who we are, then it's nice to be admired and reflected by others, but we are just not as dangerously in need of that. I just want to point out there's another aspect of the Leo shadow, which is the spoiled brat. So we could think the spoiled princess who has never learned to take care for herself, but is really good in ordering other people around. So this would be another aspect for low-end Leo. So basically we could say the evolutionary goal for Leo, what it is really all about, is to learn about free-flowing creativity on the stage of life. So it's really you and how you manifest your life consciously around that point of sense of self. Now that we have discussed all the main themes with Leo, out of that naturally are evolving the 5 ways for the pretty fast transiting full moon. But we can hook in and really find 5 ways how to use that energy. So the first suggestion I have, ask yourself the question, what gives you joy? What do you have passion for? So it's really a good point in time to find that passion, something you are thriving with. Then the second suggestion is what makes you feel really good and you don't do enough. So going for a walk, sitting outside with a cup of tea, taking time for yourself, allowing that busy mind to settle down. It usually feels really good, but do you really take that time for your sanity? Third suggestion, the whole field of artistic and creative expression. So maybe you want to sign up this month for a class of some kind. Maybe you want to buy some colors or paints and just doing some painting, some creative expression of what wants to come out of you. The fourth suggestion is, where are you holding back? Where could you be thriving more on the stage of life? So here you can ask yourself again, is there something you need to do? Taking a class, learning about something. It's really to look at your life at where you are born to thrive more and really stand up for who you are and challenge yourself a little. Okay, and the fifth step is calibrate your leadership skills. So Leo as a king or as a queen is a sign about leadership. And leadership is you stand up in front of the crowd, you take initiative, you make decisions, you do what you can do and what your skill set is to contribute to others. As you know, I'm an expert for the use of healing gemstones according to the planets and how you can balance aspects in your birth chart. So there are different birth stones for you depending on your chart. So of course, the most famous true birthstone for Leo is the diamond. But there are other ones as well. And if you don't know where your, let's say, Sun in Leo, in which house it is and how it's aspected with other planets in your chart, there might be actually another stone which is better fitting for you. So, but here, because the diamond is the most famous one, I'm going to talk a little bit about the diamond and the quality it holds for the Leo energies. So if you want to know your true birthstones for your planets in the signs and houses, then you might want to go and get my gemstone report, gemstone profile report. And this will give you one gemstone for each of your planets and how you can support those, especially when they have hard aspects. You want to do that. So why I really like to discuss the diamond here as one of the major birthstones for Leo is very obvious. Not only is a diamond one of the most beautiful stones of them all, it also is a carrier of light, of the highest reflection of light, with the potential of the whole rainbow in the light. And it is the hardest stone we have, so it stands out of the other stones because of that. So it's the most durable of all gemstones. So diamond represents the life force energy of the sun, the highest expression of light and consciousness in our solar system. So you could look at it that it's serving as a gateway to higher perceptions of reality or even other realms and dimensions. So we could look at diamond representing the wise king, like King Arthur, the archetype. You might have seen the movie Excalibur, where King Arthur recovers from his illness with the help of his spiritual advisor and magician Merlin. So when he achieves this highest state of consciousness, it is a state of oneness. And this is really what diamond represents to us. And I believe that's why we often use diamond as a stone to promise each other to go through bad and good times together when we marry. So that's why the diamond is really the stone representing that highest potential of light, endurance, and consciousness. So my wish for you this month especially is that you enjoy the energies you want to integrate. So just go ahead with your creative ventures and come up with ideas and visions you are really excited about. So if you haven't done so yet, now it's a good time to sign up for your free subscription on YouTube. Or if you really want to keep informed, you might want to sign up for my newsletter. And there you will get access to your free horoscope, your birth chart, and your free love stone report. And please, if you like my video, like it and leave me a comment. So it helps me to keep this going. So I know there's actually somebody out there who appreciates what I'm doing. So thank you for connecting with me. If you're really interested in astrology, I'd like you to know that I do teach astrology classes for beginners once in a while. So it could be something you're interested to learn for your own inner process or to start a new career. Either way, connect with me, send me an email, and I will let you know about the specifics and when the next training is going to start. As an evolutionary astrologer with 37 years of experience, I'm very passionate about astrology, you might be able to tell, and I truly believe that you are born to thrive and that your astrological blueprint is there to help you with your karmic healing and a profound transformation. And it's all happening in our consciousness. So if you're interested to have a look at your personal chart with me, give me a call. I'm in Hawaii, 808-878-8182, or head over to my website and connect with me there, mauiastrologyreading.com. Thanks for coming and listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like me, and I hope to see you soon again. And as we say here on Maui, aloha.
Bu akşam seminerimizi canlı olarak mobil uygulamamız üzerinden yapıyoruz.